Welcome to The Power of Gratitude, an audiobook designed to shift your perspective. Written and published by Rise with Wisdom, uplift your spirit and help you discover one of the most life-changing mindsets available to all of us, gratitude. Please be reminded that this audiobook is for informational purposes only and is not intended as professional or medical advice. Always consult with a professional for guidance specific to your personal situation. Gratitude is more than just saying thank you. It's a mindset, a daily practice, and a way of living that can completely transform how you experience the world. Whether you're going through challenges, chasing big goals, or simply trying to find more peace in your day-to-day life, gratitude is a powerful tool you can use to feel more grounded, fulfilled, and happy. In a world that constantly pushes us to want more, be more, and do more, it's easy to forget to pause and appreciate what we already have. But once you start focusing on what's going wrong, everything starts to shift. Your relationships improve, your mental and emotional well-being gets stronger, and your overall quality of life becomes richer. This audiobook will walk you through what gratitude really means, why it matters, how it works, and, most importantly, how to make it part of your everyday life. Each chapter will explore a different aspect of gratitude, from the science behind it to practical ways to practice it, even when life feels overwhelming. So whether you're listening on a quiet walk, during your commute, or at the end of a long day, thank you for being here. You're about to begin a journey that doesn't just change how you see the world. It changes how the world feels around you. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Understanding Gratitude. More than just saying thank you. Gratitude is often thought of as a simple reaction to something kind or generous. Someone opens a door for you, and you say thank you. You receive a gift, and you express appreciation. These small moments are valuable, but gratitude goes far deeper than a polite response. It's not just an emotion or a word. It's a powerful mindset that has the potential to reshape the way you see the world. To truly understand gratitude, we have to move beyond the surface level. Gratitude is the act of recognizing the good in your life, both big and small, and allowing yourself to feel appreciation for it. It can be as grand as feeling thankful for your health or your family, or as simple as being glad for a hot cup of coffee in the morning. What matters isn't the size of what you're thankful for. It's your awareness of it. Gratitude isn't about ignoring the challenges in your life. It's not about pretending that everything is perfect or denying your struggles. Rather, it's about choosing to focus on what is going right, even when some things are going wrong. It's about giving yourself permission to feel joy in the midst of hardship. Gratitude doesn't require perfection. It only requires presence. One of the most powerful things about gratitude is that it shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance. When you're stuck in a scarcity mindset, you focus on what you don't have, what's missing, or what you wish was different. This can lead to frustration, anxiety, and a constant sense of lack. But when you begin to practice gratitude consistently, your focus changes. You start seeing what's already in front of you. You begin to notice the moments, the people, and the experiences that bring light into your life. This shift in mindset creates a ripple effect. When you're more grateful, you're more present. When you're more present, you're more open. And when you're more open, your relationships, your work, and your overall well-being start to improve. Gratitude doesn't just make you feel good. It changes how you interact with the world around you. Science supports this too. Studies have shown that people who practice gratitude regularly experience lower levels of stress and depression, better sleep, stronger relationships, and improved physical health. Why? Because gratitude trains your brain to look for the positive. Over time, this becomes a habit, and that habit becomes a way of life. You might be wondering, how do I start being more grateful? The answer is simpler than you might think. It starts with awareness. Take a moment to look around and ask yourself, what is one thing I can appreciate right now? Maybe it's the roof over your head, the sound of birds outside your window, or even the fact that you have this moment to pause and reflect. Whatever it is, let yourself feel it. Let yourself sit with that feeling and allow it to expand. This isn't about forcing yourself to feel grateful all the time. There will be days when it's harder than others, and that's okay. Gratitude isn't about perfection. It's about practice. Like a muscle, the more you use it, the stronger it becomes. As you move forward with this audiobook, you'll explore deeper aspects of gratitude, how to practice it, how to sustain it, and how it can transform every area of your life. But for now, start with this one simple truth. Gratitude is available to you at any time. It doesn't require anything external. It lives within you. You just have to choose to see it. So the next time you catch yourself focusing on what's missing or what's wrong, pause, breathe, and gently guide your attention back to what's good. It might feel small at first, but with time, those small moments will build a foundation of joy, resilience, and inner peace that can carry you through anything. Chapter 2. The Science Behind Gratitude. Why it works. Gratitude isn't just a feel-good idea. There's real science behind it. When you take the time to be thankful, your brain changes. That might sound surprising, but it's true. Gratitude affects the way your brain works. It rewires your thoughts and helps you feel better, both mentally and physically. Let's start with the brain. When you practice gratitude, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin. These are two chemicals that help you feel happy and calm. They're your brain's natural, feel-good messengers. The more often you focus on what you're thankful for, the more your brain gets used to releasing these chemicals. Over time, it becomes easier to feel positive, even on tough days. Gratitude also affects the brain's reward system. This is the part of your brain that lights up when something good happens. When you recognize and focus on positive things, your brain strengthens those pathways. It starts to expect good things. This helps reduce stress, anxiety, and even depression. You start looking for what's good instead of what's wrong. Researchers have studied gratitude in many ways. One famous study asked people to write down things they were grateful for every day. After just a few weeks, those people reported sleeping better, feeling more optimistic, and having more energy. They also felt more connected to others. Their moods improved and they felt more satisfied with life. Gratitude can also improve your physical health. When you're thankful, your body relaxes. Your heart rate slows down. Your blood pressure may lower. Your immune system gets stronger. People who practice gratitude regularly even report fewer aches and pains. That's because stress weakens the body, but gratitude helps calm it down. Another benefit of gratitude is better relationships. When you show appreciation for someone, it brings you closer. Think about the last time someone thanked you. It probably felt good, right? It made you feel seen and valued. When you express gratitude toward others, it creates trust. It makes people feel respected. Over time, this strengthens your connections, whether they're with family, friends, or coworkers. Gratitude also builds resilience. Life isn't always easy. Everyone faces hard moments. But when you practice gratitude, you're training your mind to see the bigger picture. You're reminding yourself that good things still exist. This mindset helps you bounce back faster after setbacks. It gives you strength when things go wrong. There's another reason gratitude works so well. It shifts your focus. Most of the time, we think about what we need to fix, what went wrong, what's missing. But gratitude moves your attention away from lack and toward abundance. It reminds you of what you do have, and that shift in focus can change everything. You don't need a perfect life to be grateful. You just need to notice the good that's already there. A warm meal, a kind word, a moment of peace. When you pay attention to these things, you create more space for joy. You also build a stronger, healthier mind. So what can you take from all this? Gratitude works. Not because it's magic, but because it helps you focus on what truly matters. It boosts your brain, strengthens your body, and connects you to others. It's one of the simplest tools you can use, but it might also be one of the most powerful. In the next chapter, we'll explore simple ways to build a daily gratitude practice. You'll learn how to bring this mindset into your life, one step at a time. For now, just remember this, and that's a habit worth building. Chapter 3. Building a daily gratitude practice. Small habits, big impact. Gratitude is most powerful when it becomes part of your daily life. You don't need to wait for big events or life-changing moments to feel thankful. In fact, The real magic of gratitude happens in the small, ordinary moments. That's why building a simple daily practice matters. Start small. One of the easiest ways to begin is by keeping a gratitude journal. Every day, take a few minutes to write down 3 things you're thankful for. They don't have to be big. It can be a good cup of coffee, a nice walk, or a friendly smile. What matters is that you notice them. When you write them down, your mind starts to focus on the good instead of what's missing. You don't even need a fancy journal. You can use a notebook, your phone, or even just say them out loud to yourself. The key is to make it a habit. Try doing it at the same time every day. Maybe in the morning before you start your day, or at night before you go to sleep. Another powerful practice is expressing gratitude to others. Think about someone who has helped you, inspired you, or made your life a little easier. Tell them. Send a message, write a short note, or say it in person. When you show appreciation, you lift both your mood and theirs. It's a small act that strengthens your connection and brings more kindness into the world. You can also build gratitude into daily routines. While brushing your teeth, think of something you're grateful for. When waiting in line or sitting in traffic, take a deep breath and focus on something that's going well. These moments add up. Over time, gratitude becomes your default way of seeing the world. Another helpful tool is to reflect on challenges. This might seem strange, but even hard times can offer lessons. Think back to a difficult moment in your life. Ask yourself, what did I learn from it? How did I grow? What strength did I discover in myself? Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring pain. It means learning from it and choosing to focus on what you gained, not just what you lost. Nature is another great teacher of gratitude. When you're outside, take a moment to slow down. Feel the sun on your skin. Notice the trees, the sky, the air you breathe. These things are always there, but we often forget to notice them. Nature reminds us that beauty and peace are never far away. Sometimes it's hard to feel grateful, especially during tough times. That's normal. Gratitude isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's about finding light, even when things feel dark. On those days, try to find just one thing. One moment of comfort, one kind gesture, one reason to keep going. That small shift can carry you through. Another tip is to avoid comparing your life to others. Social media makes it easy to see other people's highlights and feel like you're falling behind. But everyone has struggles. Everyone has their own path. When you focus on your own life and appreciate what you have, comparison loses its power. Consistency is more important than intensity. You don't need to feel a deep wave of emotion every time you say thank you. Just keep showing up. Gratitude grows stronger the more you use it. It's like a muscle. You build it one day at a time. You can even involve others in your gratitude practice. At dinner, ask your family what they're thankful for. Start meetings at work with a quick gratitude round. Share what's going well with your friends. Gratitude is contagious. The more you spread it, the more it comes back to you. There's no perfect way to practice gratitude. It doesn't have to look a certain way. What matters is that it feels real to you, that it helps you pause, notice, and appreciate the good in your life. Over time, those small moments of thanks will change the way you see everything. In the next chapter, we'll explore how gratitude transforms your mindset, from scarcity to abundance, from stress to peace. But for now, just remember, gratitude isn't a one-time thing. It's a habit, and with practice, it becomes a way of life. Chapter 4. From Scarcity to Abundance, Shifting Your Mindset with Gratitude. Many of us live in a mindset of scarcity without even realizing it. We focus on what we don't have, what's missing, what others seem to have more of. It's easy to slip into thoughts like, I don't have enough time, I wish I had more money, or my life would be better if only. This scarcity mindset keeps us chasing, comparing, and feeling like we're never quite enough. But gratitude offers another way. It invites us to notice what we do have, to pause and see the abundance already around us. When we practice gratitude consistently, our focus begins to shift. From lack to plenty, from not enough to more than enough. You start to realize that even in simple things, there's a richness that can't be bought. A warm meal, a genuine conversation, a roof over your head. These might seem small when compared to what society says we should want, but to someone else, They are everything. Gratitude reminds us that we often already have what we need to feel content. This shift in mindset doesn't happen overnight. It starts with awareness. Catch yourself when you fall into scarcity thinking. Instead of saying, "I don't have enough," try asking, "What do I already have that matters?" Instead of looking at what someone else has, try celebrating your own progress. These simple switches are powerful. Abundance doesn't mean everything is perfect. It means you recognize that life, in all its mess and unpredictability, still holds value. It means seeing opportunities where others see problems and focusing on what you can do instead of what you can do, instead of what you can't. One of the biggest blocks to feeling abundant is comparison. The more we compare our lives to others, the more we feel we're missing something. But gratitude puts the spotlight back on your own path. It reminds you that your story is unique and that your blessings don't have to look like anyone else to be meaningful. Another shift that gratitude brings is how we see success. In a scarcity mindset, success might only mean having more money, more stuff, more attention. But in a grateful mindset, success can mean peace of mind, time with loved ones, health, or personal growth. It's less about chasing and more about appreciating. You begin to enjoy the journey instead of constantly waiting for the destination. Gratitude grounds you in the present moment, where life is actually happening. It says, "This moment is enough. I am enough." Even in tough times, the mindset of abundance can help. It doesn't mean ignoring the hard stuff. It means recognizing the strength you've gained from challenges, the people who've supported you, the progress you've made. It's about choosing to focus on what still remains, even when some things fall away. Over time, this shift creates a more peaceful, empowered way of living. You stop waiting for something to change before you can be happy. You realize that happiness is already possible, right here, right now. Abundance is not about having everything. It's about realizing that everything you need to feel fulfilled may already be with you. It's about being open to receive, to appreciate, and to grow from the place you're in. And when you live from this mindset, others notice. Your calm energy, your confidence, your joy, it spreads. You inspire those around you to do the same. You become someone who doesn't just look for the good, but creates it. In the next chapter, we'll explore how gratitude impacts your relationships and helps you build stronger, deeper connections. For now, ask yourself, where in my life can I stop focusing on what's missing and start celebrating what's already here? That simple question can open the door to a more abundant life. Chapter 5. Gratitude and Relationships. Strengthening bonds through appreciation. Gratitude doesn't only change how you see the world. It also transforms how you connect with others. At the heart of every strong relationship, whether it's romantic, platonic, or professional, is one essential ingredient: appreciation. People thrive when they feel seen, valued, and acknowledged. Think about the people in your life. How often do you express gratitude for them? Not just for what they do, but for who they are. A simple thank you, a kind message, or even a sincere look in someone's eyes can go a long way. These moments of acknowledgement create trust and intimacy. They say, "I notice you. I appreciate you." When gratitude is present in a relationship, tension tends to soften. It becomes easier to forgive, to listen, and to support each other. That's because gratitude shifts the focus from flaws and frustrations to strengths and shared moments. Instead of saying, "They never do this," you begin to say, "I'm grateful they always do that." This doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It means leading with appreciation. You can still have boundaries. You can still disagree. But when you approach others with a grateful mindset, the conversation feels different, less defensive, more open, more human. Practicing gratitude in relationships also helps you stop taking people for granted. Over time, it's easy to assume someone will always be there. But everyone wants to feel valued. Everyone wants to be reminded that they matter. When you regularly express thanks, it keeps the bond alive. It works both ways. If you're someone who shows gratitude often, others will likely begin to mirror that energy. It creates a ripple effect. Your warmth and appreciation can change the atmosphere of a room. It can lift someone's day, and in return, they're more likely to lift yours. Even small, everyday relationships benefit. The barista who remembers your order, the coworker who covers for you, the neighbor who smiles at you in the hallway. Each moment is a chance to say thank you. Each moment is a chance to deepen human connection. Gratitude also teaches you to appreciate the presence of others, not just their actions. Sometimes we're waiting for someone to do something big before we show appreciation. But people don't need to earn gratitude with grand gestures. Just being there, sharing time, or offering a listening ear can be enough. When you reflect on relationships through the lens of gratitude, you start to notice just how much others contribute to your life. You realize how many people have helped shape who you are, even in small ways. Gratitude turns those quiet contributions into something visible and valuable. In moments of conflict, gratitude can be a calming force. If you're angry or upset with someone, try pausing to remember what you appreciate about them. This doesn't erase the conflict, but it can help you speak from a place of care rather than frustration. It makes it easier to move forward without burning bridges. It's also worth practicing gratitude toward those you may have lost touch with. Maybe they were in your life for a short season, but they still taught you something or brought you joy. Gratitude lets you honor the past without clinging to it. It helps you say, "I'm thankful for that time," and let it live in your heart. Finally, don't forget to show gratitude toward yourself. You're in a relationship with yourself every day. Celebrate your own growth. Acknowledge your efforts. Give yourself credit for showing up, even when it's hard. This self-appreciation creates confidence and makes it easier to show up for others. Gratitude is a bridge. It connects people in deep and meaningful ways. It softens judgment, deepens understanding, and creates a sense of shared humanity. Every relationship becomes richer when you make appreciation a habit. In the next chapter, we'll dive into how gratitude builds resilience, how it helps you navigate hard times and come out stronger. But before we go there, take a moment today to reach out to someone and say thank you. Not because you have to, but because you can. And that, in itself, is a gift. Chapter 6. Gratitude and Resilience. Finding Strength in Appreciation. Life isn't always easy. There are setbacks, losses, disappointments, and moments when everything feels overwhelming. But even in the darkest times, gratitude can be a source of light. It won't erase your pain, but it can shift your focus. It helps you remember that even when things are hard, not everything is lost. Resilience is the ability to bounce back, to keep moving when life knocks you down, and gratitude strengthens this ability. It doesn't mean ignoring what hurts. It means looking at the full picture. Yes, something went wrong, but what's still going right? When you face challenges, it's easy to spiral into negative thinking. You start to believe that everything is falling apart, that nothing will get better. But if you pause, breathe, and ask yourself, what can I still be grateful for right now? You change the story. Maybe it's a friend who checked in, a hot meal, a quiet moment of peace, a lesson you learned through the struggle. These small things won't solve your problems, but they remind you that life still holds beauty, that you're still supported, that you still have a reason to keep going. Gratitude gives you perspective. It helps you zoom out and see that while this moment is tough, it's not the whole story. You've been through hard times before. You've survived things you thought you wouldn't, and you'll get through this too. When you practice gratitude consistently, you build a habit of resilience. You train your mind to look for the good, even when it's hard to find. Over time, this changes how you respond to stress. Instead of breaking under pressure, you bend and adapt. You stay grounded. Think of gratitude as an anchor. In the middle of a storm, it keeps you from drifting too far. It doesn't stop the wind, but it gives you stability. It reminds you that you're not powerless. You still have control over where you place your attention. Some of the most resilient people aren't the ones with the easiest lives. They're the ones who have learned to find gratitude in small things. A smile, a moment of silence, the strength to try again. These moments, repeated over time, build endurance. Gratitude also helps you make meaning out of pain. When something difficult happens, you can choose to look for the lesson. What did it teach you about yourself? About others? What new strength did you discover? This mindset won't take the pain away, but it transforms it. It turns suffering into growth. In times of loss, gratitude can be deeply healing. You may grieve what's gone, but you can also be thankful for what once was. The memories, the experiences, the love. Gratitude helps you honor those moments instead of only mourning their absence. Resilience doesn't mean pretending to be fine. It means allowing yourself to feel everything while still choosing to look for hope. Gratitude is that hope. It's the quiet reminder that life is still offering you something, even if it's small, even if it's hidden. There will be times when gratitude feels out of reach. That's okay. In those moments, just breathe. Give yourself space. Sometimes resilience looks like resting, like asking for help, like getting through the day without giving up. And that, too, is something to be grateful for. So if you're struggling, start small. Write down one thing you're grateful for each day. Say thank you to someone. Notice the little moments. A warm drink, the sun on your skin, the sound of your favorite song. Let those moments remind you that life is still worth showing up for. Gratitude won't fix everything, but it will help you feel a little stronger, a little more hopeful, a little more ready to face whatever comes next. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to build a daily gratitude practice that actually sticks. One that fits your life, even on the busiest days. But for now, just know this. You are stronger than you think, and gratitude is one of the tools that will help you remember that. Chapter 7. Daily Gratitude Practices. Building a habit that lasts. Gratitude is powerful, but like any tool, it works best when used often. A daily gratitude practice helps shift your mindset over time. It doesn't take hours or a lot of effort. Just consistency. When you build it into your routine, it becomes second nature. You start noticing the good more easily, even in hard times. The first step is finding what works for you. Everyone's life is different, and what feels natural to one person might not to another. So start simple. One of the easiest ways to begin is by writing down 3 things you're grateful for each day. It could be in the morning, right after you wake up, or at night, before you go to sleep. You don't need a fancy notebook. A piece of paper or a phone note is enough. The key is to be specific. Instead of writing, "I'm grateful for my friends," try, "I'm grateful for the call I had with Sarah today. It made me laugh." The more detail you include, the more real it feels, and the more you connect to the feeling. Another simple habit is saying thank you more often, not just as a reflex, but with real intention. Thank the people around you. Your family, your coworkers, the stranger who held the door open. These moments remind you that life is full of small kindnesses, and when you start looking for them, you'll see them everywhere. Some people like to use visual reminders. A sticky note on the mirror, a gratitude jar where you drop in small notes throughout the week. You can even set a daily phone alarm labeled, "What are you thankful for right now?" These reminders help keep gratitude in your awareness. If you prefer speaking over writing, you can say your gratitudes out loud. In the shower, in the car, during a walk. Just name a few things that went well or brought you joy. It doesn't have to be deep or profound. The point is to build a habit of appreciation. And if you are someone who enjoys routine, you can pair your gratitude practice with something you already do. After brushing your teeth, while making coffee, right before checking your phone. Linking gratitude to an existing habit makes it easier to remember and more likely to stick. There will be days when you don't feel like doing it. When you're tired, stressed, or upset. That's normal. Those are actually the most important days to practice. Even if you can only think of one thing, like being grateful that the day is over, it still counts. It's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. Over time, you'll notice something interesting. The more you practice gratitude, the more naturally it comes. You start noticing beauty in everyday things. A quiet morning, the smell of rain, the way someone smiles at you. Gratitude changes how you experience the world. You might also find that you handle stress better, that you complain less, that you feel more connected to the people around you. These aren't instant changes, but they're real. Gratitude creates small shifts that build into bigger ones. And remember, this practice isn't just for good days. It's for all days, especially the tough ones. It's not about denying what's hard. It's about remembering that even on hard days, there is still something worth appreciating. If you fall out of the habit, don't beat yourself up. Just start again. Gratitude is forgiving like that. It's always there, waiting to be picked up, even after a break. So today, take a moment. Think of 3 things. Write them down. Say them out loud. Share them with someone. It might feel small, but it matters. These tiny moments of appreciation add up, and they start to shape how you see your life. In the next chapter, we'll explore how gratitude impacts your relationships, and how expressing thanks can bring you closer to the people around you. But for now, keep it simple. Start where you are, and remember that consistency matters more than perfection. Chapter 8. Gratitude in Relationships. Strengthening bonds through appreciation. Gratitude isn't just something you feel, it's something you can give. And when you give it, especially to the people around you, something powerful happens. Relationships become warmer, stronger, and more meaningful. Just like a plant needs water to grow, relationships need appreciation to thrive. Think about the people in your life. Your family, your friends, your partner, even your coworkers. How often do you thank them? Not just for big gestures, but for the little things. Saying thank you when someone brings you coffee, helps with chores, or simply listens when you need to talk. These moments build connection. Appreciation makes people feel seen. It reminds them they matter, and it strengthens the bond between you. It's easy to forget to say thanks, especially when we're busy or stressed. But those small words carry big weight. You don't need to make it formal. A quick, "I'm really glad you're in my life," or "Thanks for being patient with me today," goes a long way. It shows the other person that you notice them, that you value what they do. Even better, be specific. Instead of just "thanks," say, "Thanks for listening to me earlier. I really needed that." It adds sincerity. It tells the person exactly what you appreciated, and it makes the gratitude feel more personal. And don't underestimate the power of written words. A note, a text, an email, even a sticky note on the fridge. These small messages can brighten someone's day and deepen your connection. People often remember kind words long after they're spoken or read. Gratitude can also soften conflict. It doesn't erase problems, but it helps you see the good alongside the bad. When there's tension, reminding yourself what you appreciate about the other person can create space for understanding. It brings perspective. It helps you remember why the relationship matters in the first place. And when you express that gratitude, especially during tough moments, it can change the entire tone of the conversation. It doesn't mean you avoid hard topics. It means you approach them with care and respect. Practicing gratitude in relationships also makes you less likely to take people for granted. It shifts your focus. You stop expecting and start appreciating. That change can transform how you relate to others. It turns routine interactions into meaningful ones. If you're in a romantic relationship, gratitude plays an especially important role. Over time, it's easy to get used to each other, to stop noticing the small things, but showing appreciation keeps the spark alive. A simple, "I love how you always remember the little details," or "Thanks for making dinner. I know you had a long day," can mean the world. Gratitude also helps in friendships. It strengthens trust and makes your friend feel valued. When you show appreciation, your friend is more likely to do the same. It creates a positive loop. And in the workplace, gratitude builds team spirit. Thanking a colleague for their help or acknowledging their effort creates a better atmosphere. It's not about flattery, it's about respect. Gratitude turns coworkers into allies. Sometimes people worry that showing too much appreciation might make them seem weak or overly sentimental. But the opposite is true. Gratitude shows emotional strength. It shows that you're paying attention, that you care. It builds credibility and trust. Even if someone doesn't respond right away, don't let that discourage you. Gratitude isn't about expecting something in return. It's about choosing to focus on what's good and letting others know they're part of that goodness. So make it a habit. At the end of the day, think of one person you're grateful for. Then tell them. Send a message. Say it out loud. Write it down. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be real. Over time, you'll notice a shift. Not just in your relationships, but in your own heart. Gratitude opens doors. It heals wounds. It brings people closer. In the next chapter, we'll talk about how gratitude can carry you through difficult times, and how it offers strength when life feels uncertain or heavy. But for now, remember, relationships thrive when we nurture them. And one of the best ways to do that is through simple, sincere appreciation. Chapter 9. Gratitude in challenging times, finding light in dark moments. Life isn't always easy. We all face challenges, some small, some large. Whether it's health issues, financial difficulties, loss, or personal struggles, tough times are an inevitable part of life. But it's during these hard times that gratitude becomes one of the most powerful tools we can use to stay grounded, find hope, and keep moving forward. When everything feels heavy, when it feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, it's easy to focus solely on what's going wrong. The mind naturally gravitates toward negativity, especially in moments of hardship. But even in the darkest moments, gratitude has the power to shift your perspective. It doesn't erase the pain or difficulties, but it allows you to see beyond them. Start by acknowledging your emotions. It's okay to feel sad, angry, or frustrated. Emotions are natural, and denying them only makes them stronger. But once you've given yourself permission to feel, try to find one small thing that you're grateful for, even in the midst of the struggle. Maybe it's the comfort of a warm bed, the support of a friend, or a good book to distract you for a while. Perhaps it's the strength in your body to keep going, or the fact that you woke up today. These moments of gratitude don't negate your pain, but they give you something to hold on to when it feels like everything is slipping away. When we're going through tough times, it can also help to think about past challenges you've overcome. Reflecting on those moments reminds you of your strength and resilience. It shows you that you've been through hard things before and made it out the other side. This isn't the end, and you can rise above this too. Gratitude can also help you redefine your challenges. Instead of seeing them as obstacles, try viewing them as opportunities for growth. Hard times push us to adapt, to change, and to develop qualities that we might not have otherwise discovered within ourselves. It may not be easy, but you're becoming stronger, wiser, and more resilient with each difficulty you face. During periods of adversity, it's also crucial to practice gratitude for the people who support you. Whether it's a friend who listens, a family member who helps with daily tasks, or a colleague who offers a kind word, these people are your lifelines. Be sure to express your appreciation for their presence in your life. Sometimes, their small gestures can feel like a lifeline in the storm. Gratitude doesn't just change how you see your circumstances. It also impacts your ability to heal. Studies have shown that people who practice gratitude during times of adversity are more likely to experience better emotional and physical health. They're less likely to fall into depression or anxiety. They are more resilient in the face of stress and find ways to bounce back more quickly. It's important to remember that gratitude is a practice. It's something you build over time. At first, it might feel difficult to find things to be thankful for when things are hard, but the more you practice, the easier it becomes. And over time, you'll find that your focus begins to shift from what's wrong to what's right. In moments when you're feeling overwhelmed, take a moment to pause, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and reflect on just one thing you're grateful for. This simple act can calm your mind and provide clarity in the midst of chaos. It doesn't solve all your problems, but it provides a moment of peace and a reminder that, even in hard times, there's always something to be thankful for. Gratitude also helps prevent burnout. Life's challenges can drain us, and we often give so much of ourselves to others or to our responsibilities that we forget to care for ourselves. When we're constantly in go mode, it's easy to lose sight of what we're grateful for. Taking time each day to practice gratitude helps us reconnect with ourselves and recharge. As we continue to move through life's ups and downs, we can choose how we respond. Gratitude is a choice. In times of hardship, you can choose to focus on what's wrong, or you can choose to focus on what's still right. It's this shift in perspective that gives you the strength to keep going, even when life feels uncertain or difficult. The power of gratitude isn't just about feeling thankful for the good things in life. It's about finding light in the darkness. It's about recognizing that even in the hardest of times, there's always something worth appreciating. Whether it's the small joys, the lessons learned, or the people who stand by you, gratitude helps you find peace, strength, and resilience when you need it the most. In the next chapter, we'll explore how gratitude not only changes your perspective on your challenges, but also how it can completely transform your overall mindset and outlook on life. We'll dive into how to make gratitude a daily habit and the incredible long-term benefits it brings. But for now, remember, even in tough times, gratitude is a tool that helps you grow, heal, and move forward. It's a reminder that there is always something to be thankful for, no matter the situation. Chapter 10. Living a gratitude-filled life. Embracing the power every day. As we reach the final chapter, it's time to reflect on how gratitude can become a lasting part of your daily life. Gratitude isn't a one-time practice or something to pull out only when things are tough. It's a mindset, a way of living that can transform every aspect of your life. When you embrace gratitude as a way of being, it opens up a world of positivity, joy, and peace that can shape your present and future in ways you never thought possible. At the heart of a gratitude-filled life is a shift in perspective. It is about changing the way you see the world from one of scarcity to one of abundance. When you practice gratitude regularly, you begin to notice all of the small blessings around you. The warmth of the sun, a smile from a stranger, the aroma of a cup of coffee. These may seem like insignificant moments, but they are what make life rich and fulfilling. Gratitude helps you connect with the present moment, to be mindful of the blessings, big and small, that surround you. One of the most powerful aspects of gratitude is its ability to affect your relationships. As you begin to express appreciation for the people in your life, you create stronger, more meaningful connections. People respond to gratitude when you take the time to thank someone, whether it's for their time, their kindness, or simply their presence. You are nurturing that relationship. Gratitude has the power to deepen friendships, strengthen family bonds, and even heal old wounds. A simple thank you can go a long way in building trust and mutual respect. Living a gratitude-filled life also means being intentional about it. It's easy to fall into the habit of taking things for granted, especially when life gets busy. But gratitude requires effort and mindfulness. One of the most effective ways to incorporate gratitude into your daily routine is through journaling. Taking a few minutes each day to write down what you're thankful for shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant. Over time, this practice can have a profound impact on your mindset, helping you feel more positive and appreciative of the life you're living. Another simple yet effective way to live with gratitude is by practicing the gratitude pause. Throughout the day, take brief moments to stop what you're doing and think about something you're thankful for. Whether it's the opportunity to work on a project you love, the health of your loved ones, or the beauty of nature, these small pauses help you reconnect with what matters. This practice not only elevates your mood, but also helps you remain centered and focused on the positive aspects of life. As you continue to cultivate gratitude in your life, you'll notice its ripple effect. It starts with you, but it spreads to others. People around you will be inspired by your positive energy and your ability to see the good in any situation. You'll find that gratitude is contagious, and as you express appreciation, others will begin to do the same. This creates a culture of gratitude that can extend beyond your personal life and into your community, your workplace, and even society as a whole. It's also important to remember that living with gratitude doesn't mean ignoring difficulties or pretending everything is perfect. Life will still present challenges. There will be moments of pain, loss, and frustration. But gratitude teaches you to find meaning and growth in these moments. It helps you see that every experience, whether good or bad, even in adversity, gratitude allows you to find the lessons, the silver linings, and the opportunities for growth. In fact, some of the greatest personal growth comes from the most challenging experiences. It's through hardship that we learn resilience, patience, and strength. Gratitude doesn't diminish the weight of these experiences, but it gives us the perspective to endure them and move through them with grace. It empowers us to heal, to adapt, and to emerge stronger. As you move forward with your gratitude practice, remember that it's a lifelong journey. The more you cultivate gratitude, the more natural it becomes. It becomes woven into the fabric of who you are, influencing your thoughts, your actions, and your interactions with others. It transforms the way you live, the way you work, and the way you love. Ultimately, living a gratitude-filled life isn't about focusing on what you lack. It's about recognizing what you have. It's about embracing the richness of life, even when things aren't perfect. It's about finding joy in the journey, not just the destination. Gratitude is a tool that empowers you to live fully and authentically, to be present, and to appreciate the beauty that exists within and around you. So, as we close this chapter in the book, I encourage you to take the lessons you've learned and continue your gratitude practice. Make it a part of your daily life and let it guide you toward a more fulfilling, meaningful existence. The power of gratitude is always available to you. It's just a matter of choosing to see the world through a grateful lens. Thank you for taking this journey toward gratitude with me. May you continue to find blessings, peace, and joy in every moment. And may you live each day with a heart full of gratitude.